Hi, this is Jack. It's Friday, November 20th, 2009, and welcome to Briarpatch. Um, this Friday could be a little bit more fun, but at least I'm getting some stuff done. Like a video a week ago today, I drove a pea specimen down to BJ's doctor. Big deal about, presenting the specimen to the nurses and actually kind of obnoxiously hanging it in their face going, I have a present for you. And then I called him Monday and I called him Tuesday, and then Wednesday the nurse called and wanted to know if we had brought the sample in and was it cultured. But they didn't get it. It got lost, it didn't get processed, and so looks like finally he's going to get his, they just called in a prescription for him, so I'm really happy because his symptoms, these infections, just especially in him, the urinary tract infections, just really scramble a dementia patient's brain. This afternoon, it was such that he was, I had to pick him up and like move him when he went to the bathroom, and I got kind of real dizzy on it because it's allergy season. So I said something about, I'm kind of dizzy, I'm going to lay down and take a nap. And then like an hour later, he asked me if Grandma was up from her nap yet, that Grandma had gotten dizzy and had gone laid down, and he was putting my experience with Grandma, who isn't here and who's been dead for a pretty long time. Was worried about, he gets these things where he's worried about, well, I need to call my boss, I need to call Frank, my boss, and and tell him I won't be coming in, and we got to make arrangements, and so I'm saying, no, it's okay, you retired 10 years ago, because I have to break his reality there, because he's like, he's wanting to take some proactive step, like calling somebody. He kind of was getting that kind of angry, and then I said, BJ, just don't worry about it. You're retired. You don't have to worry about it. And he's going, well, are you sure? How do you know? Did you talk to somebody? So he's getting real suspicious. So, I finally said, listen, I think I could find your retirement papers, if you really need proof. But, just, couldn't you just take my word for it? So he dropped the subject, and then, I switched it, hey, you want a donut? So I kind of sedated and stuff on that. But then he's starting to realize all these changes, and I guess he's starting to realize his brain's not working how it should. So, well, I'm gonna go drink coffee. So, talk to you later. He was smoking a cigarette, and then with me standing there, he like takes it. I guess he was trying to be subtle about it, and then like starts putting it out underneath the little table next to him. It's just these cigarettes. That, one thing that's bad about him, there's all kinds of stuff bad about him for him, but it's like one of those things for me where it's just whenever there's stuff I feel like I can't control, that's what freaks me out. Just to be able to get him to understand that he's not allowed to smoke in the house, and he just keeps forgetting. And it's like the same way with getting these prescriptions. I mean, we were there a week. I took the extra effort to bring the specimen in, and then, to be calling day after day, nobody returning your calls. I mean, it just makes you feel helpless. I mean, it's the worst thing about caregiving is when these people don't do their jobs. I mean, I get tired of being mad about it. I don't want to yell at anybody, and I know, I like medical people. They're always pretty cool, but when you get them all organized into a clinic or a hospital, it's just a disaster. I'm sure they don't enjoy it either, but I mean, it's just nuttiness. Not to track a sample, not to log it in. They have no, one of the things about in Tallahassee in healthcare is there's like no processes built in. There's no standard business processes that or protocols that for one dictate how doctors talk among themselves about patients. Essentially, they don't. It's up to the patient to make sure communication goes between the doctors. But it's when they're not returning your calls, when it's just obvious that either they don't give a damn or they're just too busy, or, you know, I think this guy just forgets. I mean, I think a lot of them are just overworked and they just, you know, they'll just drop something and that'll be the end. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is time to drink more coffee and listen to some music, or maybe take a nap. So this Friday will be more fun. He wants to talk because he's disoriented, but I don't really know like what to tell him. I mean, I can reassure him, but you know, he wants me to like unconfuse him, and I've tried that before. It doesn't work. It just makes you more confused. So the other weird thing is a lot of times I'll go down there on the deck with him, but the way he sits, he sits not facing the yard and the pretty garden and everything. He sits kind of like facing like the air conditioning unit and the side of the house, where there's like, it's almost like there's like less stimuli there, visual stimuli there. So he's looking there instead of looking out, you know, where there's stuff. And a lot of times, you know, he's always wanting me to hang around and talk to him, but I'll go out there and he'll sit there with his back to me, and I can't hear that good anyway, so he'll be like mumbling stuff, and you know, I'm going, hey, I can't hear you, you know, I can't hear you. So it's like really not, you know, it's not much fun for me because I don't know what he's saying, and then he usually gets frustrated because I'm not immediately understanding the stuff I can't hear. And I try, you know, and I'll say stuff like, why don't you turn around and look at me so I can see you, you know, so I can hear you better. And he never says no, but he'll just like not do it. So it's like, it's not registering, or, you know, I don't even feel like he's blowing me off. It just seems like it's not getting to the right part of his brain, I guess. So maybe I'll go talk to him. And then the other thing I can do to make it feel like I got some control is just like take a shower and shave. I can always tell when I'm depressed or lazy because I'll start getting a beard. So I'll go shave, and then I'll be all ready for a wild weekend. So no, I won't. And PJ was just there looking right at me out on the deck smoking cigarettes and telling me that he's going to stay on the deck because cigarette smoke really upsets Jack. And Jack really doesn't like it, and he gets really upset when he smokes. And he's like looking right at me. So somehow he's transposing my face onto someone else, or someone else onto my body. So this is just really weird. So Friday, it's disco music time.